Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into the secret power of super simple words. In fact, we're going to take just one word, a word you probably say all the time without even thinking about it, and we're going to see just how surprisingly complex it is. And that word is now. Yep, N-O-W. I mean, it seems so basic, right? Now just means, well, right now. But what if I told you there's a whole lot more going on inside those three little letters? Okay, so here's our first big clue, and this comes straight from the source material we're looking at. The word now is on this super exclusive list, the Basic English 850 list. And trust me, it's not there by accident. Being on that list tells you it's got some serious hidden power. Right, so what's the big deal? It's that now is so much more than just a simple marker for the present moment. Think of it like a verbal Swiss Army knife. It changes its job, its whole meaning, based on how you use it. And that flexibility is exactly what makes it so crucial. But before we dig into all the different ways now works, we probably ought to talk about this list. I mean, what is the Basic English 850 list anyway, and why does it even matter? Well, the whole idea behind this list was pretty brilliant, actually. It was to build a version of English with just 850 words that was simple to learn, but still powerful enough to say pretty much anything you need to say. So for a word to get on this list, it had to be a total workhorse. It needed to be incredibly versatile. And as you're about to see, now is one of the most versatile words out there. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. The source material we're using breaks the word now down into four main jobs. I kind of like to think of them as the four different faces of now, you know? Each one has its own special purpose. So here they are, all four of them. First, the one we all know, just pointing to the present time. Second, using it to get someone's attention. Third is when you talk about the present as a bigger idea, a concept. And fourth, and this is a cool one, is to link a cause and an effect. Now, let's see these in action with some examples. Okay, here's that first use. Nice and simple. It's totally direct. It just answers the question, when? Where's the teacher? At the library. When? Now. This is now doing its most basic job, just pointing to a moment in time. Okay, but check this out. Now, see how the word is right at the start of the sentence with a little comma after it? Here, it's not really about time at all. It's more of a signal. It's like the speaker is tapping you on the shoulder and saying, hey, listen up, we're changing gears here. It's a really subtle but super powerful way to guide a conversation. And in our third example, the meaning does another little switcheroo. Here, now isn't just a point in time. It is the time. It's the actual subject of the sentence. The speaker is talking about the present as a concept, right? Like a window of opportunity, something different from the past or the future. It's totally abstract. And last but not least, take a look at this one. This use of now is all about cause and effect. The school year is over. That's the cause. So what's the result? I'm going to relax. The word now is the little bridge that connects those two ideas. That's a way more sophisticated job than just saying at this moment, isn't it? So, okay, we've just spent all this time geeking out over a single three-letter word. So what's the takeaway? What does it all mean? Well, it points to this really fundamental truth about language. Sometimes the most basic words are actually the most powerful ones. I mean, just think about it for a second. Because now can do four different jobs, we don't need four different, way more complicated words to say the same thing. That kind of versatility is what makes things clearer, not more confusing. Seriously, mastering these foundational words, it's like a communication superpower. It just proves that the most powerful language is often the simplest. And that's really the genius behind something like Basic English, and the power of a word like now. The whole point isn't just to make English easier, it's about making it more precise. It's all about communicating clearly, effectively, and making every single word you use really, really count. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought to chew on. Now that you've seen just how much meaning can be squeezed into one tiny word, think about this for a second. If you really focus on these powerful, basic words, what complex idea can you now go out and explain simply?